Apple is finally admitting what users have been shouting for years, but the iPhone 17e feels less like progress and more like overdue damage control. The so-called breakthrough is a 4,610 milliamp hour battery. The first time Apple has given its cheaper models something remotely acceptable. But presenting basic all-day usage as some kind of revolution just shows how low the bar had been. The fast charging support, 20 watts wired and 7.5 watts wireless, is labeled essential, yet thousands of Android phones have been offering twice that speed for years. Apple isn't leading here, it's barely catching up, and only because users stopped tolerating the same mistakes. The design changes tell the same story. Apple is finally ditching the ancient notch and moving the budget model to the dynamic island, but even that feels like recycled leftovers from the premium lineup. A 6.1-inch OLED screen sounds modern until you see the 60 Hz refresh rate, which Apple refuses to upgrade because it wants to protect its higher-end sales. Apple calls it a compromise. Users will call it cheap corner cutting. The camera situation is another reminder of Apple's reluctance to give real value. Early leaks promised a major rear camera upgrade, but the latest reports confirm Apple is simply borrowing the old 48-megapixel sensor from the iPhone 16. No improvements, no refinements, nothing. The only actual upgrade appears on the front. The 18-megapixel camera from the flagship iPhone 17. Yes, a square sensor and center stage support sound impressive, but again, this is Apple doing the minimum needed to keep the phone relevant for content creators. It's a nice feature, but it doesn't excuse the lack of progress on the back camera, where users actually need better performance. Performance is where Apple tries to distract everyone. The A19 Bionic, supposedly the same chip as the regular iPhone 17, comes with reduced GPU cores to save money, which already makes it feel like a downgraded flagship hand-me-down. Add 8 GB RAM and storage up to 512 GB, and sure, it looks fast on paper, but Apple has once again repackaged mid-tier specs as something premium. Even Apple Intelligence on iOS 26 will likely run with limitations because Apple rarely gives its budget models the full experience. The rumored February 2026 global launch and $599 starting price for the 8GB plus 128GB model only reinforce the problem. Apple is charging near premium pricing for features that competitors offer at much lower cost. The battery is finally decent, the design is finally modern, the camera is finally usable, and the processor is finally current, but all of it comes years late, and none of it changes the fact that Apple is still holding back on purpose.